Okay, so what's up, y'all? It's Maya back again with another video.
Used to be my best friend, dumbass. When you see me, just dropping shit. Think you bout that on the net, I don't fuck with that retarded shit. Talking about section 8 holders, I mean living in a 2-bedroom. No, bitch will spend her last on weed. Yes, this hoe a dummy indeed. Just focus on shit she don't need. Stop being a follower, holy. You know that. You know Lil Mike gon' catch some queso. I can't wait that catch Lil Jordan. I'ma get that bit a halo. You better lay low. And that just because I say so. She gon' blame my aunt. I said chill out, yo.
Another video, guys. So from title, you already know what today's video is. Before we get into this video, don't forget to smash that button if you enjoy. Subscribe if you're new, click that bell to notify every time I post, and follow my social medias because why not? If you're new here, hi, I'm Maya. I'm 19. I'm a sophomore in college, and if you're not new here, hey girly, welcome back. So as I was saying, title, y'all already know that we're doing a story time today. This story time is about a gay friend who was one of the girlies. Like, he was one of the girlies. His birthday was the day after mine. I think he's like a year or two older than me though. Like, let me tell y'all how I met him or whatever. We had fall semester freshman year, we had spring semester freshman year. He didn't come till spring semester freshman year. I met him through my friend. They was talking, and then we'll be going Friday Wednesday, so she introduced us. That's how we met. He barely came out his room. He didn't talk to nobody for real. And we took him under our wing. Like, we started inviting him places. I didn't really have nothing bad to say about him, but we didn't really start getting close with him till maybe like April, maybe March. That's when we started inviting him places. I think him and his nigga had also stopped fucking with each other, and like I think that's why he was with us most of the time, because before then he'd just be on the phone with his nigga all day. Even when he was with us, sometimes he would just be on the phone with his nigga the whole time, never get off. Like, he would leave us to go to a nigga, like if they was going to fuck, if he was trying to get fun. Like, that was the type of person he was. And we was starting to pick up on it. We're the type of friends who tell our friend how we feel, why we feel it, instead of just talking about them and stuff like that. We don't like that, and that's why we mesh so good together, because we both do the same thing. Everybody else be scared to tell their friends that what's real and what's fake. Like, y'all weird. I'm tired of teaching people how to be friends, honestly. But like, it was like little stuff that was happening. Like, we would invite him and he would make up like dumbass excuses, and then like I would later find out that they was lies or something. Early, I think we like together or whatever, and we were supposed to just be chilling together. Like, why would you? And then leave. I think he lied. I was like, oh, I'm finna go dye my hair. Why the next day? No, he said he finna go bleach his hair. No, the next day his hair was not bleached. Then he ended up telling us he got fucked. So we're catching your lies. Another time, we was all walking. We was bored, so we was walking around campus. He get on the phone and start arguing with whoever on the phone. We give him his space. We just walk ahead of him a little bit or whatever. We thinking he behind us, still walking, or at least still standing right there. We talking. We turn around, gone. No text message, no nothing. We like, damn, what the fuck? He couldn't have told us he was leaving. He couldn't have told us what it was. So we go back in. I think we text him, I don't know. And he's basically saying he forgot his AirPods and this and that. It don't matter if you forgot them. Why would you not say nothing? That's weird. Like, and we told him that. And then, you know, he apologized like he usually fucking do. The first time I really felt the way towards him. And like, these are just things that's adding up to like what really happened for real. He never showed up to class, never, ever. So he was with us this day. He was supposed to go to class next day. I don't know what we did that night, but we was together, I think, before the next day they go to school or whatever. He kept saying, oh yeah, I'm gonna go to class tomorrow. I'm gonna go to class. And mind you, I don't have to class with him, but my homegirl do. He just kept saying like, oh, he actually gonna go or something. Mind you, she don't give a fuck. She not the one saying, you better come. No, he kept saying that he's going to come. But mind you, when he leaves, she like, he probably not even gonna come. Next day, I guess he didn't show up. And she was on her, she has like this condition, I don't know what it's looking called, but it's like where your period be really bad. And she still went to class, mind you, it was like for an exam or extra credit or something like that. And she still went. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, going through these messages just jogged my memory a little bit more. More stuff happened, I literally fucking forgot, I'm not gonna lie. So my homegirl texted in the group chat with us three and said, I'm not coming to class, my period on, and these cramps ain't no joke right now. Never mind, she sent the email, and I think the email was saying that like, oh, y'all have to come or something like that, pertaining to why she did go even though she wasn't feeling good. Or he said, ain't go either. She said, I came, you should have, it's extra credit for the final. I knew you weren't gonna come. He said I wasn't feeling good. You weren't feeling good, but she wasn't feeling good, girl. Like, my head was hurting. Shit, my cramps kicking my ass. I still got up and came. They still eating me up. He said, you are powerful. And he really likes sarcastic. Like, he tried to say stuff in a sarcastic way. So a lot of people might not pick up. I'm the type of person who pick up on stuff like that, especially when I know a person talks like that. She said, LOL, just trying to help, but okay. He said, well, thanks for the help, but don't worry about me. I already know I'm passing my exams. Okay, Miss fucking girl, boy. I said, damn, what the fuck? He said, am I saying the wrong things? She said, LMAO, I won't. Like, I don't understand. It's fine as long as you pass your exams. I don't think it's fine when y'all took it the wrong way. I said, no, because I don't care. That was weird. And I do know I need to learn how to talk to people, but like, that was weird to say. He said, I know what I meant in the message, so I know I wasn't weird. I said, yeah, alright. I think there's an issue we need to address in person. She said, I just feel like you was trying to be funny or sarcastic when you said you're powerful, and then telling me not to worry about you was weird. It seemed like you was getting smart with me or something. And Maya too, I don't have nothing much to say to address anything in person. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. It is what it is. My intentions were only to help you and inform you what was going on in class and what you missed. He said, yeah, I can understand how you took that in a sarcastic way, but what am I supposed to say to, oh well, I went and had bad kind of stuff? Like, genuinely, what am I supposed to say? Because if I ignored it or liked it, that would have been weird. I said, well, what you said was still weird. He said, how, like, what would you have said then, since it's weird? When y'all both in the room, let me know, because I have stuff to say. And I think he called, I don't know if he called both of us or just her or me, whatever he called. He said, I called just see if y'all want to talk, so if y'all do, let me know, but if not, have a nice night. Then he sent an event or whatever, since we wasn't responding to him. He said, this is happening tomorrow. I don't know if y'all wanted to go with me or if y'all was already going, but yeah. And I didn't respond, but she responded. And he, like, all day they was talking. I guess I'll put these screenshots on the screen. They was talking the whole day and I was not responding. It was me, my homegirl, him, and then like this other girl or whatever. We was all together at the function that he sent in there or whatever, and I was not talking to him. When I'm not cool with somebody, I look around them, I look through them as if they not there, like as if they don't exist type shit. Like, that's, I think it was 2 functions that day. So after that function, we went back to the room, like freshen up, change clothes. We wanted to, we were just in there for a little bit until the next function started. I think we was going to get food and stuff like that too, smoke, whatever, I don't fucking know. We was all just talking, we was all together. Of course I was not talking to him. Sadness, we gonna call her Sadness. Sadness was outside of the room. I ended up falling out with her too, y'all. That's another story time. But Sadness was in the like the common area where we brush our teeth, wash our face, do our hair, stuff like that. The mirror is out there, the toilets is in another, like, yeah, it's all out there. It's not in our actual bedroom. So my homegirl and him are both inside my room, me and my homegirl room, because we was roommates, and we was outside in the common area talking. I was talking to Sadness, and I don't know if they called me in there or if my homegirl was just like, I think I need to talk or something. I don't really know, because I think we had ended up going back in the room. But basically he waited till I left the room. My job, we was in the room at first. He waited till I left the room to start talking about the situation with my homegirl, like as if he was scared to say it to me or something. And that's when we talked about how I felt like it was weird. I told him that there's no way you can say don't worry about me, I'm gonna pass my exams, in a nice way. He's saying he ain't mean it that way. I was just like, there's no way you can say that to your friend and just mean it in a nice way. Like, yeah. So we talked, and he's the type of person, he'd be like, I understand this and that to get you to like forgive him, but really he's still gonna do the same shit over and over again. When it came to niggas, he still did the same shit. When it came to him, rather being on the phone and stuff like that than being with us, when it came to him lying, all of that, he still did the same thing. He always tried to kiss up, apologize, this and that, and then still do the same thing back to back. It's literally so many situations that happen. I'm not even going to talk about the whole situations, or the video going to be overly fucking long. We're going to talk about one more situation before we get into the actual situation. I did his hair. I did his hair for the free ski, my job. He asked me to do his hair because I be doing my own hair and stuff like that. Now, I didn't have no problem. I never set no price, nothing like that. He ended up wanting, I think they was like medium, but they was kind of like small too. It was pretty much down his back. They had boho, all of that for free. I did it for free. I spent all day doing his fucking hair. It took me like 2 days really. He wanted to take a break, he wanted to eat this and that, he wanted to go to bed. Cool. He did tell me that he wanted to order food while it happened or whatever. So mind y'all, I'm doing his hair. He talking about the food. He pizza. I don't really care for pizza like that. I ate pizza too much growing up. I'll eat it, but like it's not really just. I'm not gonna say, let me order some pizza. Like it's just not gonna be that for me. So he want. Do I want to go half on the pizza? I'm like sure, because it's just like okay, I'm hungry too. Might as well split it or whatever. So the pizza is $18. He wants Crazy Bad. You want it? Okay, we can get it or whatever. Mind you, Crazy Bad is for him. He wants it. But we still split it down the middle. $9, $9. Cool. The pizza get here. We eating. I think he ate his food fast as fuck. Ain't gonna lie. I had one Crazy Bad, and we did his hair some more. And then he left that night, and he took the Crazy Bread. Mind you, we split it down the middle. I thought that was a little weird, but like I didn't really care about the Crazy Bread to just, you know, do too much about it. And I wasn't going to say anything about it because I didn't really care that much. But then he started like getting on my nerves about this $9. While I was doing his hair, he was saying stuff about it. While we was eating, he was saying little stuff about it. And then I think he texted me like 3 times. I don't know if I got it in the screenshot. He sent me his Cash App, and then he said, "Did you send $9?" Nigga, you know I didn't send it. Mind y'all, do you see the time he sent this was 4 in the morning? That means that's the time that I finished his hair. So mind y'all, I'm doing his hair, not on my phone at all. I don't take no breaks. We eat, no break. I'm barely even on my phone. I might watch something or something, and then continue. And then we go to sleep to wake back up in the next morning to do his hair. Not on my phone. I go straight to sleep. I'm tired as fuck. Get on the phone with my nigga and go to sleep. He said, "Did you send the $9?" You know I didn't send it if you didn't see it. Mind you, I'm giving you a whole free ass hairstyle, $200 hairstyle for free. And you begging me about $9. And it's not that I wasn't gonna send $9. I still sent $9, but it was just the fact that you being inconsiderate. You could at least pay for the food if I'm doing a free style for you. Like, that's weird to me. So then we got on the phone and we talked about it, and he was like, "I understand. I didn't want to make you feel this way, this and that, this and that." And we talked it out then. So now we're going to get to the actual situation to where all this stuff happened. Mind y'all, we all cool. It's Sadness, him, and my homegirl. We be talking over something, we be on the phone, this and that. Sadness has a car. Sadness lives 45 minutes from me. He's like right in the middle, and my homegirl is like the furthest. Like, she's down here by the school, but she lives further down that way. So it's like my homegirl, the school, him, Sadness, me. Me and Sadness making plans to go to this party. I knew that my homegirl, she had summer classes, she was working, she had a lot of stuff going on. So when we making the plans, I didn't really think twice about it. But I'm like, hold on, I don't want her to feel like, oh, we made plans without her, especially because we haven't said anything about it in the group chat. I wanted to make it seem like, oh, we just together and ain't say nothing. I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't even thinking about him when I said what I said in this group chat. I sent this in a group chat because I felt like Sadness would say something to like agree with me or like say whatever she had to say. We didn't have a group chat with just me, my homegirl, and Sadness, which we ended up making one down the line, especially after this, but we didn't. I said, "Homegirl, down here for rolling in Atlanta. If you want to come, just letting you know so you don't feel like we made plans behind your back or something." Said, "You definitely free to come. I just ain't think you want to take that drive and you have school and shit." He says, "No shade." Mind you, I didn't even know what that means. Sadness says, "Homegirl, you should come. It's the weekend. It will be your first link up. I just know we will have so much fun." Whatever. I said, "What that mean?" He said, "You could have told Sadness personally since you didn't want her to be left out, and that mean no shade." LMAO, what the F you talking about? I really was confused. I didn't even understand what he was meaning with no shade. Maya, you see what you said, right? Like, LOL. I said me and Sadness already talked about it, but I didn't want her to see that Sadness up here and think we didn't invite her. And I said, "Him, oh mom, shut the F up talking to me," like, LOL. He said, "Oh yeah, you being weird, cause it's giving animosity for no reason to be in that." And I sent like the haha or whatever. Sadness said, "It wasn't in that type of way. We just talked about this like a day or two ago." And he said, "What way was it? I mean, y'all making plans without me. You don't have a car. How are you going to get here?" And he the type of friend, he don't want to offer gas money. He expect you to take her everywhere and do everything for him. And don't offer no gas money, don't do nothing, don't not consider of nobody else. The world revolves around him. How you finna get up here? I feel like his plan was to get Sadness to go down there to get him and then come back up and go backwards. Like, that's really why he was mad. You don't have a car. So yes, like, I don't have a car either, but the party is up here with me. I even let her spend the night at my house, so. And that's fine. Do what y'all do, but y'all could have said that probably. That's just me. So if I feel a little way, I can, and I find it weird. And if I think he tried to say, and if I find it weird, I can. Sadness said, "First we had to make sure we was actually going to go and make sure everything is good." I said, "Nigga, how you gonna get up here? He said, and again, that's fine, but it's giving y'all not listening. LOL, nigga, I can get a ride. Sadness said, I don't mind if you come. I said, shut the F up with all that. We both don't have vehicles. If y'all would have met up by your house, I wouldn't have been mad. No, Maya, you shut the fuck up. Stop telling me what to do. The fuck is wrong with you, seriously? And you want to know the crazy thing? I know he would not talk to me like that in my face. That's why I really was mad for real, because you would not say that to me in my face. Even when everything went down, he still was barely saying shit to my face. So Sadness said, oh my God. And then he said, I don't know what you got going on, but you're not finna talk to me reckless. And I guess they was calling, but like I said, I was at an interview, on the way to an interview and stuff like that, so I couldn't answer. And when I responded to when he said, nigga, I can get a ride, I said, well, now you're not invited. If you felt left out, you could have said that instead of getting smart. And said that shit if you was standing in front of me, boo, so watch it. Ain't nobody was getting smart. I said how I felt, and I already was not invited anyway, LOL. I responded to when she said Maya and homegirl joined. I said I was at an interview, that's why, but not gonna lie, I ain't trying to chat with that bum. And he said no, actually I would. I think he's talking about the fact that he's saying he was there to my face. Actually, when I came back to school, I was waiting for him to say it in my face. So I responded to when he said that and said, hey, and he said, and bum, where the fuck wrong with you? See, I don't got time for weird people. And then he left the group chat. I texted him and I said, I want you to come say that shit to my face at school, and we can run it if you want to do that dirty. And then I blocked him. First I want to say I completely understand as to why he may have felt left out. Like, I can understand that, and I honestly would have apologized to him if he didn't start off how he started off, because you start off saying no shade. No shade means shade. Like, no matter what you say before you say no shade, it's going to mean shade. Like, no shade, but your edge is popping up. No shade, but you stink a little bit. No shade, but that's weird. No shade, but y'all fake. Like, when you say no shade, that's what that means. So that's what I took it as. If he didn't say that and started off like that, I would have apologized. But he was calling me weird and this and that. I don't like that weird word, especially because weird is not what I am. That's the furthest thing from what I am. Oh, I forgot to say this. They said this in the group chat. Sadness was like, Maya. I said yes. Sadness said, just texted and said this. Screenshot is of him saying hey. She said hey. He said, what you doing? She said, watching a movie with my cousin. He said, that's what's up. What y'all watching? And then he said, I feel like we should have a group call. I got some stuff to say since she need to fight her song stupid that she started. And the thing is, I wasn't saying that I was going to fight him, but like, I wanted him to say what he said to my face. And I said, if you want to fight, we can do that. I'm not saying let's fight, but I guess I can get how that can be misconstrued or whatever. She said, and okay, I'll see if she wants to talk. I'll let her know. And then she said, when you want to get on a group FaceTime? He said, yeah, because I want everyone POV to see my side, because that shit was fucking weird. And now this bitch trying to fight and scare me. Like, I ain't saying nothing about scaring. You don't got to be scared of me, boo. You're a nigga. I'm a girl. You don't have to be scared of me. I promise. Pinky. We did end up having a conversation. I think they added him back to the group chat, and then we had the conversation on the phone. When we joined the call, I was willing to talk or whatever. I'm always willing to talk to any and everybody who have a problem with me. Conversation went nowhere. We joined the call. I let him talk first. He joined the call like just on my. I did not interrupt him. Nothing. I let him talk. Homegirl started to talk for me. She started to say, oh, she just feel like this and that. I stopped homegirl from talking, and I was like, I want to talk for myself. I want to say how I feel. So I didn't want her to talk for me, but I didn't want to interrupt him. So I was making sure that he was finished talking, and I guess he was taking it as like I'm trying to rush him and be like, oh, are you done talking? Can you finish talking? Like, no, it wasn't like that. And he was like, oh, well, I'm not done. Yeah, yeah, I'm not done. Like, he was just doing the most. I'm like, oh, like, okay. Like, you just on 10, we supposed to be having a conversation. Ended up saying down the line in the call that he was trying to match my energy because he felt like that's what I was on, or this and that. First of all, if I'm your friend, you shouldn't have to match my energy. Be you, nigga. Be you. Stop trying to be me. And there wasn't no energy to act. There wasn't no energy. What the fuck? There wasn't no energy to match. Because when I joined the call and I'm ready to talk, it was because I was ready to talk and I wanted to have a conversation with somebody who I called my friend. But for you to say you trying to match my energy, that's weird, because if we friends, why should you even feel like you should be matching my energy? I don't understand. The conversation wasn't getting nowhere, and then I was just letting him do whatever because he was doing that, like trying to play victim shit. Like, okay, I get that and this and that, but this, but I think this. Like, he would like make it seem like he understand what you're talking about, but he would have like a comeback for it or something. And Sadness, I later learned that Sadness is the same way. Probably do a story time on Sadness too, not gonna lie. After that, like, I just let him have it. Like, I don't keep going back and forth too much, especially if you're not trying to fight or nothing. So, not that I even wanted to fight him, but my point is that, first of all, if you're going to talk to somebody crazy, you should be prepared for, like, however they're going to react to it. Second, I don't keep going back and forth for nobody on my phone. I will block you so fast. That's why I just left him where he was. After that conversation, I left it where it was. Think that they just expected me to just get back cool with him because I just left it where it was. No, I left it where it was because we're not getting nowhere. We're not, like, I'm not gonna keep going back and forth with nobody's making sure my grade is good. Nobody's washing my ass but me. So the only person I'm finna be worried about is me. I'm not going back and forth with no bitch. Promise. I just let him have it. And then he was just like, okay, well, I apologize, you apologize. You ain't hear not one fucking apology from anything I said. But if you feel like that was an apology, you can have it. I will let you have that. You can have it, I promise. He got off the phone, and then that's what it was. I guess he thought we both apologized. I didn't apologize for nothing. A little bit down the line, me and homegirl was talking about the situation. Mind y'all, homegirl still cool with him. Sadness still cool with him. I just don't fuck with him. So, and I said something about your friend. She was like, don't do that, this and that, this and that. And then I was just talking about how I don't fuck with him. And I guess she went back to him and said whatever. And he went out of his way to come text me. Hey, do you want to have a conversation? I said, about what? He said, man, you calling me a bitch? No, dumbass. I didn't even feel like talking to him, I ain't gonna lie. Okay, well, I heard that you still talking about the situation. And based on what homegirl told me, it seemed like you ain't trying to be cool no more with the situation. Which it was little and easy fix, and I'm just trying to talk to you personally on where we move forward because you got me blocked and stuff. So only reason you got unblocked on iMessage was so homegirl could add you to the call. That's what happened. First of all, I don't know what he got out of that conversation that made it seem as if we cool, but I'm not the type of person that's just gonna fake kick it with you. If I don't like you, I don't like you. I did not trust him after that situation because how he was acting, like, it just gave weird to me. Like, I just got weird vibes. And then later on down the line with the situation that got me in trouble with the dean that he caused, it proved my point as to why I didn't want to be his friend, as to why I didn't trust him. Like, I didn't even respond to him, honestly. I don't think I blocked him, but I didn't respond. So fast forward now to the actual story. We're back at school now. Mind y'all, I don't talk to him. I treat him how I treated him before when that situation happened. I look right through him. I look around him. I don't say anything to him. He might try to, like, slip little words at me, but I really don't say anything to him. Honestly, I'm the type of person, and I don't want nobody to think like I'm mean or whatever, but when I don't want to talk, y'all need to understand that I don't want to talk. When I don't want to talk, I don't have to talk. And since he tried to force me to talk when I didn't want to talk about it, or when I wasn't over it yet, that's what happened. You shouldn't have texted me. If you didn't text me, then we probably would have been cool when we came back to school. It would have happened over time. That's the type of person that I am, and that's just how I am. Shit. We was all around each other and stuff like that. I was just treating him how I treated him the first time, and I don't really think he liked that. One day, I don't know what made him like do this, because the weekend before, we was hanging out, and it was literally me, him, and Sadness, just us three, and he was kind of like talking to me and stuff like that. I ain't gonna lie, I was kind of talking to him then too. That was like the coolest we had been since the argument during the summer over him not getting invited. That was the coolest we had been. Then a couple of days later, he calling Sadness, talking about, I just feel like I'm not over the situation. Like, I didn't really get out what I wanted to have. Like, he basically talking about the situation again. So I guess he talked about it with Sadness, and then he calls my homegirl and talks about it with her too. Homegirl calls me and tells me that want to talk or whatever. I'm down to talk. I didn't know that it was going to turn out how it turned out, but like, I'm always down to talk and talk something over with somebody. I really don't just hold grudges, but when I don't trust you, I just don't trust you. And it's kind of rare that happens. So I really just did not trust him. My is on 20%, so I need to hurry up. But yeah, so when I don't trust you, I don't trust you. So that's really why I wasn't talking to him. But I was starting to get there, and he fucked it up himself. We all meet in her room. He started the conversation by saying, I just wanted to talk because I feel like I didn't get what I wanted to get out of the conversation the first time. Now let me tell y'all what he wanted. He wanted an apology. You're not getting that from me. I'm not gonna lie, I would've gave him an apology if he didn't act how he did, and then like just the shit he was saying, like call me a bitch, like just all the stuff. I think I was calling him stuff too, I don't remember, but like just how he was acting about the situation. You're not getting no apology acting like that. Not from me. Maybe for somebody else's on, or it takes a lot out of me to even give somebody an apology anyway. So if I really feel like you don't deserve it, you're not getting that shit from me. On everything I love, you're not getting that shit from me. So yeah. So he was just saying a whole bunch of like crazy ass stuff. Like, I just feel like it was weird how this, and it was weird how that, and this and that and that. Like, just saying the same thing he said when we was on a call the first time. It didn't work the first time, so why do you think? And not only that, when we was on the call, he was more raw. He was more like, you know, like when we was in person, he wasn't even looking me in my face. And he was saying, the only word that I would say he was just constantly saying was weird. And I really don't like the weird thing. That's why I really wasn't fucking with it anyway. But he wasn't saying bitch, that, this, that. Like, no. He was just saying weird. And he knew better because he was, bop. I'm just playing. I wasn't going to hit him. Yeah, so I let him talk. I did not interrupt him because, and same thing with the phone call. I do not like interrupting people when they're talking, because when it's my turn to talk, I don't want nobody interrupting me. That shit pisses me off. I hate getting interrupted. Like, that literally would make me so fucking mad. I don't think y'all understand. Anyways, so when it's my turn to talk, all hell break fucking loose. I was just saying everything I had to say. He getting mad. He shaking his legs. He like, okay, and he started like, I said, I feel like you don't know how to take accountability. He got so heated over that. Like, he was irritated the whole time I'm talking. During his talk, he said, I really don't care to be friends with you, and this and that. And then I'm like, you don't care to be friends with me, but why are we having this conversation? We could have left it in the summer. We could have left it where it was. We wasn't friends now. So why are you, if you don't give a fuck, why are you even talking about it now? I don't give a fuck if you're not my friend. I'm not losing nothing. I'm not losing shit, so I do not care. And then after I finished everything I was saying, like, I don't give a fuck about this, that, he talking about, I don't want to be friends with somebody like you anyway, this and that. I don't know what he was on. I don't know if he was drunk, if somebody had hyped his head up. But mind you, homegirl and Sadness was coming to me, telling me, like, ever since the summer situation happened, coming to me telling me that he wanted to be my friend. Even after the situation, they was like, that's crazy that he even said that he don't want to be my friend, or that he don't care to be my friend, because he kept saying it. You think they're not gonna tell me? Fuck, I knew both of them before you knew them. Fuck. Anyways, so yeah, it was that or whatever. And then I was saying, like, I don't give a fuck if you're not my friend. Like, am I supposed to fucking cry? I don't give a fuck. I promise. I've been stopped being your friend. I've been told you this, but you're trying to tell me now. I've been told you this. This is not new news to me. I don't give a fuck. And then after I finished talking, I told him to get the fuck out. I guess he wanted to keep talking, and he wanted to like have a yelling and screaming match. And then we started both getting loud and stuff like that. And he wasn't leaving. And this is my homegirl room. And I was telling her, I ain't gonna lie, I could have just left, but I'm telling you to leave. I'm telling you to leave. So I told him to get out. Like, I was literally yelling. I was like, get the fuck out, get out. And I guess it's me getting off the bed. I'm getting up to open the door for this nigga. He talking about, oh, you trying to fight me? I'm like this and that, but I'm not putting my hands on him. If I wanted to touch him, I could. If I wanted to step up to him and hit him, I could have did that. But all I did was open the door for this nigga. But instead of getting out, he wanted to go into the corner and do everything and start calling people and all that, instead of just leaving. Like, I did not understand that. Like, I do not understand. I still don't. To this day, I'm confused, actually. He's talking about, oh, I'm calling my people, this and that. So when he started saying I'm calling my people, my homegirl like, oh no, that's weird. Sadness saying she was like that too, but you know she be quiet. She don't say, she be quiet until the situation over, and then it's just y'all talking about it, and now she got so much to say. Anyways, my homegirl ended up telling him to leave. I think she getting him out. I shut the door, and like, I'm calming down. Like, I was so mad. And instead of leaving, he stands outside her back door. Mind y'all, her room is right by the back door. He stands outside her back door and is saying like he got somebody for me. He calling his peoples. Mind y'all, he added S's. So, and on top of that, people is plural. Anyways, the reason I said that and like put emphasis on it is because he lied. He lied to the dean. He was just trying to play victim so bad. He was trying to make it seem as if he was trying to leave and this and that. Like I didn't tell him to leave. He literally chose to stay there. I told you to leave. You chose not to. And on top of that, he tried to lie and say like he was calling his family, or he was calling one person. He only meant one person. But you're saying people. And you're saying people. I'm calling my people. No, mind you, he did his dumb ass putting an S on top of it. I'm calling my peoples. So we definitely think it's more people, and that's really why Sadness and my homegirl thought it was weird. Like, that's when they turned on him. At first they was just trying to break it up. Then after that, they was like, oh no, that's weird because you calling people. especially for me to I'm not even putting my hands on you. Yes, I'm yelling, but like you was yelling too. I didn't think you was trying to fight me, boo. But it's out there still calling people whatever. So I go out there, I'm like that's weird. Like, you calling people, that's weird. Like, get the fuck on, get the fuck on. Like, I'm literally just telling him to leave. Like, get the fuck on, this and that, and he's still talking about he calling people. RAs end up calling out there or whatever, coming out there or whatever. But the RAs tried to say that in a few situations. No, the fuck they didn't. Because we was not even finna fight. Yes, we was arguing, but we was not finna fight. Nobody was finna let that happen. And I really don't think the people who he was calling was finna come anyway. I hope my freaking camera don't die. I'm trying to hurry up and talk. After that, like, we kind of left it alone. He went to social media and he started posting on social media, y'all. He started posting on social media. He was talking about we bald head. I don't know what he was just saying a lot of stuff that I think he was really like mad because he's not a girl or something. And I'm just like, going to social media is crazy. And you know what? If y'all know all the stuff that me and my homegirl been through last year, I know we've grown, because when he went to social media, we would have went to hell. Immature us, that's what we would have did. But instead, we left it alone. She was talking to him though. She was saying how that was weird because he know that I can't see it and this and that, and he was just saying a whole bunch of stuff on Instagram or whatever. And I think the police got involved because the RAs, I think he told the RAs and was acting scared and this and that, so they got the police involved. He told the police that he was scared. He also locked the police and told them that my homegirl had a video of like a gun in her phone and this and that. Like, he was kind of lying, and then they was also asking for proof and stuff like that, and he couldn't find the proof. And then when he was showing storage, he was like clicking through stuff. Like, yeah, they had all of that in the report. But mind y'all, since they got to the police, it ended up getting to the dean. Since they got to the dean, I know y'all can see me up close and I look a fucking mess now. Like, my lashes literally, I don't know what the fuck, it did not look like this earlier, but they look a mess. Anyways, my camera died, so I'm charging right now. Excuse me. It ended up getting to the dean. He was trying to act scary and this and that. Let me get the messages and stuff. I didn't think that it was going to get to the dean because we left it alone. It's not like we fought. It's not like anything happened. But dean, it been previous situations that stuff has happened to where the dean does not like me and my homegirl. So as soon as she sees something with our name, she probably really gonna put something towards it. Like, that's generally how I feel. I got an email trying to give us 2 different levels of disorderly conduct. So that's what she was trying to like charge us with. She's trying to punish us for something that nobody even cares about. Like, that really was what was irking me or whatever. And I don't like having to get in trouble for some shit that's not that serious. On top of that, he could have just left me the fucking, if he would have left me alone, this never would have happened. So why am I getting punished for reacting to him wanting to talk to me, and then he, like, I don't fucking know. It's whatever. It's cool. But yeah, they sent this email. I've gotten plenty of these emails before, so when it came, I already knew it was about that shit. I'll put what the RA said on the screen. It's just a bunch of lies in here. I'm gonna put them on the screen. Y'all can read them. I'm gonna let y'all stop. He said that he left the area and called his family. We had to make you leave. And then the thing is, do y'all not realize y'all found him outside her room, standing there by choice? He did a bunch of lying. Like, he was just trying to act like he was oh so scared or whatever. Tried to say I threatened him, and he told him that I threatened him, stuff like that, and that I'll beat his ass. I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember if I said that or not, but if I did, I know it was after he threatened me. I never said I'm gonna beat your ass. I never said none of that. At least before he said he's calling people and this and that. You saying you finna get me beat up. First, we thinking you talking about drunk because you saying people and people because you're a dumbass. Okay, I can't be talking shit with my lash looking like this. That's the end of it. I actually just seen him today when I was getting my food. Before that, I hadn't seen him. Like, well, I ain't gonna say he's scared to come out his room, but he don't have any other friends, so. Well, thank you guys for watching. Once again, don't forget to smash that button if you enjoy, subscribe if you're new, and click that bell to notify every time I post. Follow my social medias because why not? If you stay to the end, I love you a little more than the rest. It's my Lashon signing out, and I'll see you guys next freaking video. Mwah. Love you much.
You know that. You know Lil Mike gon' catch some queso. I can't wait to catch Lil Jordan. I'ma get at it a halo. You better lay low. And that just because I say so. She gon' blab my heart. I said chill out, yo.